what is going on? Why is there an echo through this? There we go. Get rid of that fucking echo. It's a bunch of garbage. Sorry, I had a weird program running in the background that should not have been running. You know, obviously, as they tend to do. As soon as you don't want them running, that's when they're running. But that being said, it's fixed now. I just have Discord open to see if things are doing what they're supposed to be doing. Looks like, yep, okay, cool. Twitch is doing what Twitch is supposed to be doing. Excellent. Yeah, sorry, just can't ever tell if things are running the way they're supposed to. So, as you can see, we're playing Angband once again. I tried to play this the other day and didn't go too well. I mean, I got about an hour in, but that's not a lot in a game like this. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and just try it again. I don't really know. I mean, I've heard that the draft troll is kind of a good start to do like some kind of a warrior. Cause like, look at that fucking strength on that lad. Though I mean, a paladin would be cool, cause then I would be able to do some kind of a small heal. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Kind of feeling just a warrior. Let's just do just basic ass. I don't know. I mean, do I just let it kind of... Do I just leave it as it is? I don't know enough about this game to really know like what kind of stats I need. Please enter a name for your character. Let's just random. I don't know. Sell. Sure, why not? Mother was a stone troll warrior, a blue stone or blood blue shot eyes, mangy seaweed green hair, and blue scabby skin. I mean, that sounds like a troll to me. Alrighty. There is also, as I believe everybody knows at this point, there are tile options. You can play this game with visuals. If I remember right, Shockbolt's tiles are kind of the best overall tile set. I mean, obviously you would probably want to, oh no, maybe not enable nice graphics. That makes it a little small and hard to see, but you'd probably want to do, what, 4x? No, that ain't it. What would that be? Like, just a 1x1? Was that what it was at? Yeah, I guess if you wanted to do it with graphics, you'd probably be better off doing like 2x2. Because that still gives you a decent range of vision. But not, not so crazy that, like, you can't see anything. But I'm going to play it the way it was probably, I guess, quote unquote, designed to be played. We'll just go ahead and put it back on ASCII because that works great for me. And one thing that is kind of cool is if at any time... Why did it reset my graphics when I changed the window position? Okay, well, that was weird. Anyways, sorry, just getting some notifications. But yeah, so I feel like if you're gonna play, I didn't mean to hit the village idiot. I didn't mean to kill him. Fuck. That's not a great start to this whole ordeal, is it? Okay, so we got Iskrill Beastie, the half troll. You are selling axes. What do I have? Berserker strength. What do I have in equipment? I have a dagger. Dagger's probably okay for now. No, the village idiot drools on me. Okay. No, I didn't mean to hit the village idiot again. Okay. Potions of cure light wounds. I have 140 gold. I feel like at least a couple. So I would like to purchase heal light wounds. I can only afford 7. I want like 2. Sure. Still gives me $100 to play with. Why is my phone making noises? Stop. Stop. Yeah, people are messaging me. Of course. Okay, so we do have a couple potions. We already have 2 rations, but what's the difference between a hard biscuit and a ration? Can I like... No, not... Can I learn more? Is there any way I can like... learn more? No? I can't learn more about them? What they are? There's not like an information button? L examines. Okay, so look. Okay. I want to examine the hard biscuits. A filling if tooth-breaking biscuit made of rye. It feeds you 10% versus these, which feed you for 30%. We've already got 2 of those. I don't know if they go bad per se, but let's buy. We've got 2. It's only $3. Let's make like 8. Yeah, I got 10. Sure. I've still got a few bucks left. Okay, so that's magic tomes. That is no use to me. Metal shield. Some kind of a cap. Some gloves. Sandals. Robes. Hello. I think we're gonna... Let's look at that. I assume that means it's some kind of a hat. Yeah. Okay. Or should we get some... It's not that big of a difference for the metal cap. And I'd like to buy some sort... Why am I getting attacked? I'd like to buy some sort of a sword, maybe? No, I can't buy any sword. Got it. Okay, so the dagger will do. That's fine. Okay, so I want to get a... 1 shield. Just 1. Sure, I'll buy a set of gloves. And I will buy a... Oops, no, I want a leather cap. So I want to purchase a hard leather cap. Just 1. Sure. Okay, so now we will equip... Oh, I already have soft leather armor. Would have been nice to know. Let's equip those. A shield. We can equip the shield. And we can equip. Okay, so now we have a dagger, small shield, leather cap, and a set of gloves. We don't have anything on our feet. We don't have anything on our hands. Wait, don't we have a set of... Oh, on hand, so it's not on any specific hand, but sure. Okay. Okay, well, I think that's about as good as we're going to get for now, so let's dive into the dungeon, shall we? Can't really see for shit. Is there not a run button? I thought there was like a run button. Isn't there some kind of an auto move or a run button or rest? Read a scroll. Redraw the screen. Run, period. Okay. So you could hit period and then a direction. And you'll run until you find something interesting, I guess. What is this? A giant yellow centipede, unhurt and asleep. And a gray mold. They're both level 1. So I'm not... Oh. They're both level 1, so I'm not hugely concerned. Also, luckily, we can just... so it stops you in doorways. Got it. But yeah, they're level 1, so it's not a big deal. We need the experience. As long as we're smart about it, it should not be a problem. I was also playing Tales of Maj'El earlier, which is probably the roguelike that I'm the most familiar with. I still haven't beaten it because I'm bad at roguelikes. I almost beat it a couple times, but it seems like every time that I was like in line to maybe beat it, stuff came up and I ended up not having the time. And so kind of my idea is I want to pick some roguelikes and actually play them. It's kind of the idea behind this whole playing Angband thing. Plus, Angband runs like a dream. Also, for some reason, Tales of Maj'El kind of runs poorly. Like, it doesn't, but oh, free leather gloves. Okay, well. But yeah, it runs weird. I think it's something to do with the fact that it's like, at least the current version's like always online because it's trying to like upload your character data and stuff. And because my internet's not excellent. Oh, I ran into a... What did I run into? A smaller, slimy, icky, blobby creature. Clear icky thing is what it's called. Okay. But yeah, no, it's something to do with the fact that it's always online and the fact that there's several people in my house that use the internet constantly. So, and out where I live, internet is okay at best. It's not really... We don't have good internet out here. It's fine. It's, you know, a couple megabytes a second, but that's really not good for much anymore. So, even though it shouldn't... Oh no. Oh god. Why? Okay, they're wild dogs. I'm hoping I can kind of funnel them all into here and kind of do what I want with them, I suppose. I really don't want to get cornered is the thing. Like, I want them to come to me. It's kind of my idea. I don't think these guys will cooperate. Whatever they were. White worm mass. Okay. See, in Tales of Maj'El, they have a, like a graphical interface. Fruit bat. They have some kind of a graphical interface, so I'm kind of used to that, though I do like ASCII conceptually. 4 scrolls of something. Sure, why not? It's very possible those will kill me, but what is up with that piece of wall? Is that like a diggable piece of wall? If I had some kind of a digging implement, could I like get into that? Is that what that? You see that, right? That little asterisk? I don't know what that means. But yeah, no, I need to play more games that have ASCII graphics. Cause like it's honestly, I think a lot cooler to kind of visualize it yourself. You know, the graphics are just kind of a placeholder to show you the layout, and then you kind of figure it out yourself. You know what it looks like in your mind. I don't know. I think it's a cool idea, and honestly, it's something I need to do more of. And same with like reading and stuff. It's stuff I'm guilty of not doing as much as I probably should. I think it would be good to take some time to do that, to focus on that kind of stuff again. No, it's not that I don't read at all, but I don't read as much as I should. I got a book just the other day, in fact, that I've had a great time reading through by a bass player I like. But that aside, yeah, I need to put more effort into learning ASCII graphics with, or I guess like playing games with ASCII graphics, so we can wait. So leather sandals. I like to equip those because now we actually have sandals. Oh, God. Bunch of dogs. Oh, come here, puppy. Got him. I'm not. I don't see a whole bunch of items. Like, I mean, yeah, we found some potions, but there's not. Scroll word of recall. I only have one of those. Guess I'll go ahead and eat at least a single ration. But yeah, I know my brain's kind of in autopilot mode from Tales of Majel because it's got, I mean, I would say it's probably one of the most updated versions of like a roguelike. I wouldn't say the most, but it's, as far as the traditional roguelike goes, they keep it very well updated, and the community on that game is very on top of it as far as updates and the like, which I think is quite impressive. I think that that's pretty cool. But it does have a different control scheme and a little bit of a different meta, and like I was saying earlier, it does have its own graphics. So, I mean, you can turn them off, but I've gotten in a habit of looking at the pretty visuals. I'm trying to just do my best to actually explore this whole place, especially I feel like the first couple levels, it's probably pretty important that you take the time to actually, get as much experience and loot as you can find. Also, we are already level 3, so that's not too terrible. What seems fun, this game or the other one, Tales of Majel? Because I think they're both fun. I mean, they're both very similar in a lot of ways. I mean, clearly Tales of Majel, I believe, actually started as a variant of Angband, so I mean, I should probably double check that before I go around spitting knowledge like I know things, but I believe, I want to say it's a variant of Angband, at least the original tome. That's kind of Tales of Majel is kind of what that means, but if you looked up tome on the internet on any kind of roguelike page, I feel, any kind of like Wikipedia about it and stuff, I feel like it's under an Angband variant. Yeah, you could. If you remember, probably what a year ago or so now, probably more than that now. I got really into Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup for a little bit. DCSS, which is a purely, I mean, I think you can download it, but anyone who plays it seriously seems to play it in the browser version. That just kind of seems to be where it's at. Okay, so I think we've explored most of it. I mean, I know there's probably a couple places. Do I have any kind of a map button? Because that would be incredibly helpful. Even if it's, only a map of what I've actually explored, do I have a map of sorts? Do I have like a... You cannot pray or produce magic. I don't have a... Oh, I do have a map. Okay. So there we go. Can I scroll around the map? Can I look around the map? Or is it just... I guess this is just the whole thing. Yeah, here we go. I'm not sure why some of these are... I guess because they're like double wide rooms, I guess. It's like, hey, it's, at least 2 blocks wide, I guess is what that would mean. Again, I'm not sure what that is. Every time I bumped into it, it just says it's part of a wall. Looks like there's a spot down here, maybe. No, because that's a wall. Yeah, I don't know how the fuck you get back there. So, I don't know. I think we've explored about all of it. I would feel pretty comfortable going down deeper at this point. I think. Oh, look. It's our friend, our best friend again. He's back. Oh, that's the apprentice. I thought that was the motherfucker that steals everything. A blue yeek. Yeah, see, like a yeek, that's actually like a playable class in Tales of Majel. So, yeah, some of these places do seem familiar. What are all these? There's a kobold, a green worm, acolyte, a soldier, handful of dried fruits. Do I have a way to... Oh, well, the kobold's awake. Well, never mind. Ooh, see, I don't want to run too far away from the worm mass because it's just going to keep multiplying. You are too afraid to attack the acolyte. Why? There we go. Did he cast some kind of a fear spell on me or something? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. See, this is the problem with these worms. It's like they're fucking actually insane. Quaff a potion of cure light wounds. Excellent. Oh my god. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with all these worms. Like, there's so many of them, and if I don't fight them, it's just gonna get worse. It's like I almost need to just get in here and fight them, but they're almost... They are literally multiplying faster than I can kill them. I guess it's free experience, right? I want to at least position myself so I have, like, a safe spot to stand. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Well, Yeah, I guess that's some kind of progress, right? Well, oh, there's 60 of them. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hmm. Drink another potion. I guess we'll just charge in there and get to getting. Oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay, can I just get out of this room? Just get out of this room. Oh, cool, I'm poisoned. I'm probably dead. Am I gonna die? Can I rest here? Are you serious? This green worm mass is really... Can I rest here? There we go. Oh god. Oh god, the worms are coming. Those worms are gonna cause problems later, I can feel it. That's kind of the problem with the worms, is like they're not hard to kill on their own, but if you leave them alone for any period of time, suddenly there's 40 of them, and you can't really manage that many. So I really should have just focused it as soon as I got in that room, because now that room is pretty much sealed off from me. Like, I can't really go in there anymore. There's too many fucking worms. I mean, luckily, there's like money and stuff. But yeah, no, I really fucked up on that one. Holy Book of Prayers. I'm not a priest or a paladin. I can't use that, but I'll sell it. It's good for that at least. See, like, what are these? It just says there is a... See, a quartz vein. See, if I had a way to dig, I would be able to mine some quartz out of that. Probably make some good money, but I don't. So that's not something I'm going to concern myself with. Because, like, I can't do anything about it. Is my light going out? Is that why I can't see anything anymore? Maybe that's just how it be. Very well could be it. It's just that's how it be, and I'm just bad. Who knows? Well, there's the way back down, but I'm almost nervous to go too much further down. If I'm already getting overwhelmed by worms, I'm a little nervous to go too much deeper. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, we can beat him. He's kind of like a boss of sorts. So I was a little nervous that he just showed up there, but apparently we're super tough and we got it, so don't worry about it. This is an interesting shaped little section of the dungeon here. This weird little like trapezoid or whatever it is. I don't know my shapes. I haven't really worried about shapes in ages. Oh, good. There's screaming mushrooms. Lovely. Somewhere out there's a screaming mushroom. Gotta get rid of the mushroom patch. Because every time it screams, it like stops me in my tracks. So it's just like taking time, I guess. I wonder if there's like scrolls of identify I could get for all these potions I'm finding. That way I don't have to risk my life to chug one and just hope to God that it's like okay. Also, one thing I will say I miss. Um, wait, what? Oh, so I hit the look button. My bad. No, one thing I kind of miss with Tales of Ajael is they had a button that would. What? Oh, I'm poisoned. I can't rest until I'm unpoisoned. Got it. Oh, but yeah, there was a button that was like Auto Explore, which this game didn't have because it was made in like 1990, I think. At least this version, the version that they've been updating into this one rather, because this version was updated like middle of last month, but you know it's based off of a version that came out like again sometime in the 90s, I want to say 91 or 90, I think. I don't know. I could just pull up their website, but I'm too fucking lazy. Okay, so if we look at the map, we could go over here, explore around a little bit. Is there a way to check my money? Wait. Yeah, so is there a way to check my finances? Gold, 674. Okay. Change mode. What does that mean? Oh god. And file? Oh, I can like save. I can save my character sheet to a file. What is that? Wait. So does that mean if I open, just bear with me for 1 second here. Oh god, it opened like 5 of them. So if I go into here, Angband, does that mean, what is this? Something. Okay. No, no, no. Oh god. Oh shit. Why is it opening Edge? Get out of here. So where did it save that? Is that it? Is this what kind of file even is this? What what does this mean? Okay, well, I guess saving this to a file doesn't do anything. Weird. Um Careful of tuna. What do you mean? What did I miss? Was there a file in there that was named tuna? I mean, it's possible. It's very possible. I was gonna say there's also penis, which was made. It looks like it was the first. No, it wasn't the first. It was the second character I tried. Would it be under archive? Where? Also, what is this? What? What? What the fu- Okay. Just fuck that. Okay. Scores. It's just. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna stop digging through all those files. I just didn't know. It says it's that text file, but I was just in there and I didn't see it. Okay, whatever. Weird. Activate screensaver. What? Oh, there's a screenshot. Okay. Oh god. Okay, well, that aside, now I know what that does, or, well, vaguely. I know that that function is there. I don't know what it does, but it sure is. Oh no. Oh no. Free scrolls, sure, why not? I'll rest up. And I didn't realize there was still like stuff up here. I thought we kind of had explored the top part of this map pretty good, but I was wrong. I don't totally understand the flask of oil. Maybe if I like threw the flask of oil and then threw a torch, maybe that would do something. I don't know. Again, I'm not the smartest. Get back here, you motherfucker. Where'd he go? I don't even know if he was important. I just wanted to kick his ass because he looked at me funny. That's the mentality that gets you fucking killed in this game. This game is a lot more... Oh god, this is the worm room. Oh no, the worm room. I'm gonna just leave that room alone. I don't think we need to go into the worm room. I don't think it's important that we go into the worm room ever again. Fuck it, I'm just gonna leave the worm room. Oh look, we already found a way deeper. Why is there a random ration of food on it? 10 rations. Wait. Wait, did I just get more? Speaking of that, I should fucking eat. I was not paying attention. Wait, you timed somebody out? What happened? Did somebody say something inappropriate or what? What'd I miss? Just look over chat and someone got timed out. What happened? Well, joke's on them. They can promote their channel all they want. There's 3 people here, including myself, so it's not gonna go very far, is it? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Shit. Walked into a bunch of spiders. God, what a horrible room. Are there more? I'm gonna rest up before I stumble into more fucking spiders. Also, do I have any other... I got some scrolls. But... Sorry, excuse me. I still don't have many, any other weapon. So I've stumbled across that. I guess we're only on level 3, so it's not like a huge surprise, I guess. I'm gonna take a sip of my drink 1 second. Oh, my hotkey for muting doesn't work in this game. Never mind, it absolutely does. I'm just dumb. This game has so many buttons. I never know. Like, I get confused between game hotkeys and like stream hotkeys. A bow, soft leather armor. I've already got that, but like, I'm pretty tough. So, what's my equip load? No. Shift C. Okay. So is it at 109 pounds I get overweight? Is that what that means? Maybe I should warp, because I've got that scroll of recall and I've got money. So I could probably just buy another scroll of recall, right? Why am I confused? What happened? Who confused me? What the fuck? Who done it? I'm just gonna angrily run into walls until somebody tells me what the fuck is going on. Just like I do in real life. Just run my work truck into walls repeatedly until somebody comes out and finally explains to me what the fuck is going on. Another thing this does, sorry to keep comparing it to Tome, but again, that's the one that I got a few hundred hours in probably. Um, that game also has a lot larger light radius, a lot like earlier into the game. So the fact that I'm still only seeing like 2 tiles is strange. In Tales of Majaya, you start with 4, and very, very easily with the race class combo I normally get. I think it's just part of finishing your tutorial quest, in fact. But you get a light source that gives you like a 6x6 square around you, which is honestly an underrated feature in a roguelike to be able to see. Like, to be able to see any kind of fucking distance. I feel like people don't appreciate. Why are there tiles that just have no... Like, am I blind? Did my light go out? Oh, yeah, I think my light went out. Ah, yeah. My light went out. That's why I can't see. That would do it. I don't know if a torch is something I should, like, worry about and buy when I go back up, or if they're, like, common enough that I shouldn't really worry about it. I don't know enough about, like, the general RNG of this game to really have a clue. God, this dungeon just has a million doors in it, doesn't it? Every time I think, okay, well, this pathway's finally coming to an end, I come to a fork in the road with 5 different fucking doors. Uh-oh. This room looks like it could be a problem. I'm trying to get them to come to me. I feel like, oh, is that all of them? Is that really it? I mean, not complaining. A bronze wand. More shit to sell. Good. I killed something. Black serpent, apparently. Got in my way while I was running. Get rid of a salamander. Man, this dungeon just keeps on going, doesn't it? A hobbit. Okay, scruffy looking little man. Do I have like some kind of a compendium of like dudes that I've fought? Like a monster manual sort of deal? So I can see info on like. I feel like that's something. You have some kind of a small dart hits you. Who the fuck? Who hit me with a goddamn dart gun? Bastard. Unbelievable. Damn, I guess we really do just be out here fighting dogs, huh? Okay, well. Is there anything else really to go see? Not a whole hell of a lot, it doesn't seem like. Oh, as I run into a room that has an apple. Sweet. I'll take a free apple. And a hobbit with 140 gold worth of diamonds. Yo, that's sick. I'm into diamonds. Can I sell those, or does that like show up in my inventory, or is that just like, oh, you have? Does that just show up under my money? Oh my god, I have like 2,600 bucks. Maybe, assuming, I mean, we're doing pretty well, honestly, with the gear we've got right now. But I think once we explore this, before we go too much deeper, before we go to the next floor, I'd like to go back, use that scroll of recall or whatever, and sell a couple things and, you know, just set up a little better for the floors to come. What do we have for the map? Looks like there's a couple little spots maybe we haven't fully explored, but like for the most part. So I want to read Word of Recall. You have no more scrolls of recall. So did it not work? The error about you becomes charged. Do I just wait a few turns? Oh. Oh, so it doesn't. So it doesn't. Scroll of magic mapping, scroll of recharging, scroll of monster confusion. Yeah, it worked, but it didn't. It didn't like give me a portal back down. How do I sell things? Examine purchase gives an item to the store in return for its identification. Some ones and stabs will also be recharged. How do I sell shit? So if I go to there's not a way to sell anything? That's unfortunate. There must be a way to sell things. Let's pull that over here. See what you can do. See if you can sell things. from vendors. Now nobody wants my stuff if it's identified. So I can't get stuff identified by dropping it. What? This doesn't... Unable to sell anything except unidentified items. How exactly do I switch this? I saw a command. Switch this mode to manual. It's a birth option, which means it has to be set. Hit enter during your character generation and you can toggle it. With no selling turned on, you have vastly more cash from money drops to compensate from lost money from being unable to sell your loot. The idea is to encourage players to spend more time in the dungeon, use their entire packs for potentially useful items instead of reserving space for useless shit that they're going to have to sell for high value. Okay. Okay, so it's just like a gameplay ID. So... Oh, yeah, why is that? What did she do? What did she... I mean, I'm glad to hear that my mom is being wonderful. I think she's wonderful as well, but... Okay, can I drop some crap then? If I can't sell anything? Time to just start dropping crap. Because apparently you can't drop a pair of sandals. Let's drop that. Drop the extra set of armor. Because I don't need that. Honestly, I wouldn't mind an extra... I'm gonna eat this apple. I wouldn't mind an extra torch. Can't remember where that was though. God, all these village idiots keep walking into my way. Potions of curing wounds. Scrolls of teleportation. Teleportation in what way? Teleport you randomly a level dependent distance. Squinted Eye Rogue hits you. One of your food rations was stolen. Okay, so the one thing that's kind of nice is I can actually... Clears rubble around you, magma veins, quartz veins. Doesn't affect granite. A narrow axe with the head of a crow's beak for penetrating armor can be destroyed by acid or fire. With +3 strength, you'll get 1.3 blows. I wish it would tell me some kind of a damage modifier of it. 1 point. Okay, so 1 point. So that's lighter. Clears rubble a little slower. What about just a sword? 1.6 blows per round. With 2 handguards protecting you from the hilt to form a perfect cross. Can be destroyed by acid. 2d6, 2d6, and 2d5. So the axe is obviously like a stronger weapon. I'll take the broadaxe. I'd like to purchase the broadaxe, please. And I would like to equip can be destroyed by acid, clears rubble. So then if I go to my house, I could... How do I transfer items? Gives an item to the store in return for its identification. Okay, so this is... So I can put... so I would want to take off the dagger, put the dagger in the house, drop a dagger in your home. Okay, so then I want to equip, I want to wield a broadaxe. Why am I just surrounded by village idiots all of a sudden? They're just everywhere. Which one of you was the fucking... store with the torches? Give me... I don't know, 4? Sure. Okay, so we're back down in the... My current armor class is only 1. Let's fix that. So I got a weapon. We can afford some better armor. What's this one do? So it's 12 plus 5 or 20. Let's go ahead and buy some armor. Why not? Okay, and then we can wield the leather scale mail. Our armor class still hasn't... Oh, there we go. The Wolverine idiot drools on you. Okay. And we could drop the soft leather armor. And go back into the dungeon. Cool, cool. So we have a much higher armor class now. We've got a broadaxe now. I probably could have bought a better shield while I was at it. But here we are. I mean, our armor class has literally gone up 21 times what it was. So I'm feeling pretty confident in that. Like, I'm not feeling too upset about that conceptually. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay, got the large white snake. A mushroom patch, shot me with a bunch of spores. Great, wonderful. I mean, we sure are running into a lot of relatively empty rooms. That kicked some serious ass. Did my Twitch chat freeze? Or no, okay. People just aren't as active in the chat. Okay, I get you. Fair enough. Uh-oh. Oh, fuck. There's a mouse, there's a floating eye, and some dogs. Okay. Fair enough. pair of leather boots. That's probably an upgrade from our sandals. Definitely. Armor class went up yet again. Very cool. Found a robe. I guess there's no point in grabbing all this crap because I don't know what it is, so the robe can just... It's not like it fucking does anything for me. Like, I can't sell it, so... What's the point? Well, keep on keeping on, I guess. Handful of dried fruit? Sure. Can I eat a handful of dried fruit? Is that an edible item? Okay, 5%, or I think 5%, or was I at 71% hunger? 4 or 5%, something. Not a lot, but it's literally like you found some fucking trail mix on the ground. I'm imagining it's better than starving, but it's probably not much better. Because it's fucking dungeon trail mix. God knows what it's made of or where it came from. What kind of fruit even is it? Nobody knows. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm glad I'm actually like getting something done. I'm not going to be able to play for a whole lot longer, maybe 15 more minutes, assuming I don't get my ass kicked. Because I do have work in the morning. Why am I going back here? There's no reason for me to be over here. But yeah, I'd like to continue this run, assuming that I don't get the shit kicked out of me, but if you watched episode 1 of me trying Angband, you'll know that that is very possible. I'm not super great at these games. I like them, but I'm not good at them, and that's part of why I want to play them, because you don't really learn if you don't try them. So figured that was a good excuse to play some Angband. That, and I mean, like, you know, anyone that has known me for any period of time will know that I, at least for a while, roguelikes or roguelites rather, were kind of the only games I played for a little bit. Because I like, at least conceptually, it doesn't always work, it obviously depends on the game, but I like conceptually the idea of a game that if you get into it enough, you know, it's got mods, it's got, you know, community content or the like, or it just has stuff for you to do indefinitely. I've always liked that as a concept of, you know, it as a player, it gives you a reason to sink time into it and like a reason, you know, you'll feel like you improved, I suppose, if that makes any kind of sense. I mean, I know not really, but you know, it's like it gives you content to do even as like an experienced player and something to look forward to as a new player, I suppose. Kind of as a happy, I guess, extension of that. Why are you fucking running away from me, dude? Come back here. Okay, let's try to find a way up and out of this bitch. Because quite frankly, am getting a little lost in here. It's about as far as I can see, so that doesn't help me. I mean, quite frankly, this whole place doesn't really help me. It's a lot of random kind of nowhere paths. Seems like there's another up staircase. I want to find a down staircase before I end the video. That way we can at least end on floor 2, but better geared. I want to say the goal floor is what, 100? And apparently, since you don't have to sell stuff, I guess that'll incentivize more dungeon crawling and less time spent in the shops in town. So that's pretty handy. Plus, I mean, as you can see, as they mentioned in those patch notes, they do have a lot of drops for money to, like, I guess, pad out the fact that you're not selling loot. I've already got $3,000 again. Well, $2,700, but a fair chunk of change, I think, in all respects. So I wouldn't say that we're poor by any means. I don't want to. I hate that the button for diagonal movement is right next to the look button. Is that just another torch? Is that all that is? More torches? Because, like, I'm totally cool with more torches. Torches are good. I also need to eat more. Let's go ahead and eat another one of these. I know this probably isn't the most riveting game to watch, being quite literally a terminal. Well, a series of terminals that are just displaying font that make it a game. But that's how NetHack is as well, and it's another version of a roguelike. Well, I guess, I don't know if it's the first roguelike, but it's a pretty old one. It's, I mean, if you look up, roguelike, that's probably one of the first ones that'll come up. It's kind of a legendary game in that regard. So we're going to go ahead and go down the stairs. Take just a quick, brief look. I'm not going to do a whole bunch of exploring down here. But I do want to just get a brief little peek. And I think this is the floor we're probably going to pause on for the day. Set of leather gloves. No reason to pick that up if there's no reason to sell things. Again, I didn't know that was an option. I kind of wish they would have maybe had a pop-up for that. Also, I'm gonna risk it. I've got literally 16 of these. I'm gonna try and read it. Phase door. Okay. I was gonna say, like, it could either be a wonderful idea to use this scroll, or it could absolutely get me killed. But I think we're gonna go ahead and end this here for now. I got work in the morning, and I need to wrap up a couple things around the house before I go to bed. But thank you for swinging by. I'm glad that somebody is enjoying watching me play this. I'm posting it on my YouTube channel as well if you want to catch up and see the other episode, which I think was roughly about as long, but I died. This one I haven't died yet. So it's definitely an improvement. Cell, or whatever my character's name is, I believe it's Cell. Yeah, Cell, the half troll, is already doing better. I have 0 magic, which is wonderful. I do kind of appreciate that it seems to be auto leveling me. Like, it seems like it's kind of just, doing its own business, as far as leveling goes, which is nice to not have to worry about that. But yeah, thank you for swinging by, and I will try to find a way to save this game. Here we go, saving game, and I will chat with you guys later.